What's good, y'all? It's my review for this week's episode of Dragon Ball Super, and overall, love this week's episode. This episode was great. I love my man Vegeta. My man Vegeta was the boss. And also, I gotta give some props to Tien. I gotta give some props to Tien. Granted, I forgot he was even in the tournament, and the only time he's actually useful is when he gets eliminated. In the same episode, he gets eliminated, but he made himself useful. He had a good joke, and I'm sure all the Tien fans were probably relatively pleased with this episode. At least I would think so, anyway. Because Tien looked pretty good. He definitely had his moments in the episode. But I legit forgot he was even in this tournament. As you guys also know, okay, this week over at Toonami, of course, Promised Neverland made its debut. I hope y'all have watched it. If you didn't, what the hell is wrong with you? Watch The Promised Neverland. It's so fucking good. It's such a great anime, man. But let me talk about the dub real quick. Overall, I think the dub cast they got for Ray, Norman, and Emma, they're all great. I love the dub cast they got so far. Rewatching this anime is going to be a treat. I've actually noticed a couple things when I rewatch this episode with what I know, because as you guys know, I already watched the anime subbed when it was airing. So I'm rewatching again with the English dub on Toonami, because I won't talk about that, because just for spoilers, in case y'all are not watching The Promised Neverland, or this is your first time viewing The Promised Neverland with the dub on Toonami. So yeah, I won't talk about what I know. I'll talk more about what I noticed when we get to that part in the anime. But I love the dub cast. Rewatch the show's gonna be a treat, man, and I just look forward to rewatching The Promised Neverland. Anyway, so without further, also one last thing. On Friday, I'm pretty sure on Friday, actually, Sean Schimmel actually came out on Twitter and he said, this was back on like Friday, it might have been Thursday, Friday or Thursday. He said, I just finished recording Ultra Instincts, and of course, he had a picture with him taking a selfie with back behind him was a screen with Goku on it. I'm assuming with his Ultra Instincts, I'm assuming they just finished recording the 1 hour special. That's at least what I'm assuming anyway. You guys know I am super hyped to see the 1 hour special finally. I've of course seen clips. I've known of Ultra Instincts for a very long time, but I can't wait to see Ultra Instincts and Goku vs. Jiren in all of its glory. It's going to be amazing, man. And y'all already know I'm going to be reacting the shit out of it. Got the reaction, reviewing it, whole 9 yards, guys. So definitely look forward to that, because we're getting really close. We're getting there. We're getting close. We got like a few more episodes before we finally get to the 1 hour special. But yeah, I'm excited. So without further ado, let's get into this week's episode. So we start things off. We got Goku. He's helping a Master Roshi. Has him sit down in his row. By the way, speaking of Master Roshi, all over my Twitter feed like a couple days back, I saw Master Roshi, the voice actor Master Roshi for the English dub, came out. He was always talking about, thank you guys for all the support, kind words you've said about the episode. Because of course we know that episode last week was fucking fire. And Master Roshi, and also the English, and I forget the dude's name, slipped my mind right now, but the dude that voices Master Roshi did an amazing job, man. He was great, man. I loved it. Oh man, I can't wait to see it. Ultra Instincts is coming very soon. Anyway, I'm getting off topic. We're not here to talk about Ultra Instincts. So he says, Master Roshi does like, hey, Master Roshi, you okay, man? He's like, I'm fine, Goku. Just give me a minute. He's like, oh man, you don't look so good. I'm fine. Although I think you'll need to take care of the other whippersnappers for the time being. Okay, just leave me. I'll be fine. He's like, okay, so Goku, so the Master Roshi just got sitting there, just like chilling, relaxed and trying to catch his breath. I don't think Master Roshi gonna last much longer. He did die and then got brought back to life, so I don't think he's gonna last too much longer. But hey, Master Roshi, respect, man. He went out like a boss, man. Anyway, so then we get over to Gohan. He and Piccolo are sitting there, and so then we hear someone go, oh, which at first I thought that was Frieza for a second because it sounded like him, but no, it's just like this like wizard be like, oh yes, I am here to take care of you too. I don't even know why I'm sounding like a ghost. He had a Russian accent, I think. Like, well, I'm here to take. Okay, I'm not gonna try to do a Russian accent. I can't do a Russian accent. Anyway, he tries to take it, and then he's like immediately just shot down, falls down. Goku's like, no, this can't be, and falls to the ground. Goku's like, not Goku. Goku's like, whoa, what the hell happened? Is he dead? He's like, no. And Piccolo, who's right next to him, no, if he was, he would be immediately disqualified. He's fine. And so then we see these lasers constantly keep pointing out, and they're like, okay, we'll see where it is. So then Piccolo throws this rock into like the area where the dude was, fires it off. They know what the area is in, so they go out to go and investigate, try to get out of the way using cover. The dude manages to hit Piccolo's arm, and then it just his whole like left, I think it was like his right arm, just comes off, flies off. It just comes off. Okay, so let me get this straight. That dude, well, Grant, I mean, I'm sure you probably put more into the attack because it was aiming. I don't even know if the dude was even aiming for Piccolo's arm or not, but if that dude, the wizard, could take that shot, he's fine. But that same shot ripped through Piccolo's arm. I don't know. Granted, he might have been aiming for his arm, so he probably put some more power behind it, or I don't know, or maybe it's just not that hard to rip off Namekian's arms. I don't know. I mean, they can regrow them, but whatever the case may be, his arm's ripped off. Gohan's like, "Oh crap, Piccolo, you okay, man? Well, what do I do?" He's like, "I'm fine, Goku." Not Goku. I'm fine, Gohan. Grows his arm back, but by the way, and Gohan's like, "Wait, Piccolo, you okay, man? What about your stand?" He's like, "See, that isn't you. I'm fine, Gohan." Which, you know, we see Piccolo's arm get ripped off a couple times in this episode, which I gotta say, just judging from Chris Sabat's screams, I have a feeling that when Piccolo has to regenerate limbs, it ain't pleasant nor is it easy. I would have to assume he probably goes through a lot of stamina and go through a lot of pain, just judging from those screams and how much he was breathing to regrow his limbs. So I don't know how much longer Piccolo's gonna last in the tournament, but whatever the case may be. So then he regrows his arm to try to figure out where they should go next, what they're going to do, and so then they think of a plan on how to combat this. So they're hiding behind these two rocks. Piccolo is on one rock, and then on top of that rock, Gohan's hiding. He's going to overlook and try to figure out where the sniper is, because they kind of have an idea where he is. So Piccolo uses his stretchy arms, throws around, puts in the vicinity of wherever the shooter is. He's just like, "Yo ho, come shoot me!" And so then we see the dude, who we see this laser go through him. This dude looks like what's that Batman villain? Clayface. Clayface. He looks a little bit like Clayface. And so we see this beam go into him, and it shoots right out of him. And he has these little spheres that look like those patrolling droids from the original trilogy from Empire. You guys remember? Which, speaking of Star Wars, you guys know this weekend was Star Wars Celebration, and if you guys have been following, keeping tabs on the channel, you guys know I've been uploading a bunch of videos on Star Wars. So if any of you guys are curious about my thoughts on what I thought of Episode 9, my reaction to the trailer, what I thought of my reaction to the Fallen Order trailer, what I thought of Fallen Order, check out those videos already up on the channel. I might put them up in the iCards, remember. The Mandalorian was today. I have yet to watch the panel. I watched a little bit of the panel before I started recording this. Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to do a video on that. If we get some footage, like we get a trailer or something, then I'll probably do a video. And if not, I'll probably just not talk about the Mandalorian. I'll give my 2 cents on Twitter. So you guys want to know anything about the Mandalorian, and there's no trailer that drops during the panel, that's where. So anyway, back to the episode. So once the dude gets over to where Piccolo is, he puts his arm back to make sure it's fine. Gohan manages to catch him, and he knows where exactly he is. Piccolo grabs a sphere, and he's like, "What the hell is this thing? How does it work?" And then he's like, and then we see these 2 heat signatures from where Clay. I'm just gonna call it the dude Clayface because I have no idea what the hell it's called. The Blob, maybe the Blob is better. The Blob. We'll call him the Blob. So then the Blob sees like where he is. He has like this little sphere or whatever, where he can see where the guys are, and he sees 2 thermal signatures, so he knows where Goku and Gohan actually they figure out where he is. They don't know how to get to him because there's not a lot of cover to where that is. So Gohan ends up Piccolo has the idea for having Gohan throw this rock over there, dust cloud. They can't see nothing, so they can investigate. He does that, but there's 2 thermal signatures that he can see. Gohan and Piccolo finds them, and he shoots off another laser. They manage to judge, and they're like, "What the hell? How can they still see us with all this dust?" We then over to Tien, which, like I said, I forgot the man was even still in the tournament. Since it's been so long since we last saw Tien, I was like, "Oh shit, I forgot you're even in this tournament." So Tien shows up. He's like, he investigates the doctor dude, which we saw earlier. He's like, "Oh, It must have been attacked with that with that shot I just heard. And so then we see Goku and Vegeta. Oh my god, I love Vegeta in this episode, man. Vegeta was so fucking funny in this episode. So he's like, it looks like you're slacking, Tien. It's like, Goku, Vegeta, get down! There's a sniper there. Oh please, you act like I am incapable of dodging a shot. And when he says that, literally the dude shoots off, cuts Vegeta and almost hits right next to him. Then they both Goku, Piccolo, not Goku and Vegeta, both fall to the ground like around the same time. And I'm just like, oh, you spoke too soon, Vegeta. You spoke too soon, man. Oh man, he's like, if we got a sniper, and I love Vegeta's like, coward, does honor mean nothing to him? And you actually see there's a cut on. There was no blood that came out or anything. It was literally like this black line across his face. I won't lie, it did look a little weird. If I was like one of the animators, I probably would have had some blood just to make it look a little weird, because we just have this black line. You know, it just kind of looks a little off. I don't know. Maybe that's just me, but that's more of an. But that's just me nitpicking, honestly. But I don't know. It looked a little weird to me, but that's just me. So anyway, we then get back to Goku, or Gohan, and then we see Piccolo, and both his arms are gone! How did this happen? I don't know. Maybe he shot out 2 more shots and they both got Piccolo's arm, but both of his arms are gone. Gohan's like, Piccolo, are you okay? He's like, I'm fine, Goku. I'm fine, Gohan. And grows them both back up. What's that? That, like, growing back 1 arm probably takes a total of them. Growing back 3 arms in total in a short span of time, yeah, his stamina ain't gonna let. Yeah, his stamina this is taking a huge chip out of his stamina. And so then they realize that he's probably being seized through thermals, like the Predator. So they're like, okay, let's just heal the area around us, because then he can't figure out which ones are ours and which ones are just so they both fire up these little Kai blasts or beams all over the place. It almost got to remind me of Superman's heat vision. Fires these beams all over, fires these beams in the area surrounding them, and of course, heat signature everywhere. He's like, what the hell? What are all these heat signatures? He's like, okay, so another shot goes through him, and then he just fires on a bunch of lasers in random directions, just because, like, fuck it, why not? So he throws them all over the place. Gohan, and Piccolo are just like, Gohan picks up that he's just shooting blindly, and they still can't see it, so they just get out of the way, make sure they're out of the way of the lasers. So then after that, actually, one thing that happened, that's when the show went to commercials, and when they came back to the commercials, you guys know when Toonami airs, right before the episode started, they show a little bit clips before they go right back into the show. But for here, they showed off my man Gohan Kamehameha Winnie the Pooh off the stage, off the arena. Thank you again, Toonami, for showing my man Gohan his due respect. I tip my hat to you, good sir. Anyway, but I'm also finally glad that Toonami's using new footage, so I was getting sick and tired of watching the same footage over and over and over again. Finally, and we got Attack on Titan Season 3 coming up in a couple weeks, so looking forward to that, or the second part of Attack on Titan Season 3. Anyway, so right where I was. We go back, and actually you got Gohan and Piccolo, they're dodging these lasers, while you got Tien and Goku, just like you're watching on the side, watching, well, my man Vegeta is just sitting on this rock, chilling. He's like, why are they just running away instead of fighting? How pathetic. And I'm like, excuse me, sir, Vegeta. Last time I checked, you're over there sitting on a rock. Why aren't you getting involved, good sir? Anyway, and so while this is going on, Goku actually notices the dude that's actually notices the Blob sitting there, and firing the lasers off. He notices them. Goku and Vegeta are like, okay, let's take care of that. I'll take care of this guy. You take care of the guy that's firing off of him. And Tien's going to help out Gohan and Piccolo to get them out of their firing range. So Goku and Vegeta go charging towards the Blob. Vegeta says he'll take care of the Blob. So they run over there. They're like, no fair. You have the sheriff, Vegeta. They're of course fighting over who gets to fight him. Typical Goku Vegeta shit. So they get over there, and then we actually get a combo Kamehameha Gallop God before God's badass upgrade in the Broly movie. Needless to say, it was a lot better in the Broly movie. I was actually surprised to see, because I thought there was something that was exclusively in the Broly movie. I didn't think that actually made an appearance in the show itself. So that was a nice little treat there. I mean, it wasn't as good as it was in the Broly movie, but then again, the anime doesn't have the Broly movie's budget, so it's kind of nice. So that's kind of unfair to compare it to. But that was still a nice little thing to see, seeing that combo. So they get over it, so they do it, and then the dude reflects it right back to Goku and Vegeta, because as we saw, the dude can reflect attacks. So they try, so they're taking care of them, and they're saying like, oh, this was all a trap. We should have went over to the guy that actually fires, and not the Blob. They're like, yes, you're right, but it's too late now. And so then we get over to Tien. We have to see a new attack from Tien. At least for me, I don't know if this attack was in the in Dragon Ball. So if it was, tell me down below. But it was like the multi copy attack, was it? The multi combo copy technique, something along those lines. It was something along those lines. And so this attack. So he gets over there while Goku and Piccolo are underneath these rocks. Gohan and Piccolo are underneath these rocks. Like, we'll be sitting ducks after these rocks blow up. And then Tien's rushing towards it. And he does this attack where he charges up his ki and then he splits over to 4 people. Now I thought, what is this? Is this Dragon Ball trying to rip off Naruto with the Shadow Clone Jutsu? Is this Tien with the Shadow Clone Jutsu? Technically, it's not the Shadow Clone Jutsu because these are not straight up clones like the Shadow Clone Jutsu. These are just his energy being split into 4 different beings, so they're all this. Oh, it's kind of like that other dude we saw a couple weeks back with Gohan. They face off from Universe 10. But yeah, it kind of reminded me. It kind of looks over to that, but they're just more or less just just his energy given form, not so much just straight up copies. So there's about 3 copies. And so they're all rushing towards him, and the Supreme Court's like, oh wait, he had this attacker in his backpack this whole time? So, we got this tournament in the bag, baby! And Krill's like, you see, there's a little bit of a downside to it. And the downside is that because he split his, if I'm understanding this correctly, because his energy has been split up into 4 different people, or 3 different people I should say, he can't deflect attacks, so they're pretty much just sitting ducks. Essentially, he can't use Car Blast, he can't use anything. All he can really, I'm sure he can still fight, like, with his fist and everything, but he can't use Ki Blast or anything of that sort, I think is what I've got from them. I might be misunderstanding it a little bit, but I'm assuming that's what it meant. They just can't use any Ki attacks. And Supreme Court's like, that sounds like a major downside to me. And so they're all charging over there. They keep getting picked up. Every time he says, like, I have 4 copies. One gets attacked. He's like, okay, I have 3 copies. He's like, you can't escape. I have 9 eyes. Another one goes down. He's like, 6 is more than enough. And so then the final copy goes down, which actually he took the bullet for Tien. He just got right in front of Tien and took the attack. And so he's like, alright, getting them close enough. And does his Tri-beam attack. Neon Tri-beam. Neon Tri-beam, I believe is what the attack's called. Does his Neon Tri-beam, hits the dude directly, bam. And while this is going on, the dude, since isn't firing to the Blob, the dude's pretty much will go. And I love this part here. Vegeta, I'm pretty sure he was just frustrated here. He's like, if I can't use Kai attacks, then I'll just use Brawn! And literally Goku and Vegeta start picking up these boulders and just start throwing them at this guy. I was laughing like crazy. So it sounds like just Vegeta's like, just throwing both. This dude's like, as he's trying to dodge him. So he gets back to Tien. Lands the attack, and he's like, now, let us see which one of us will get the final attack. You or I. Like, the attack of yours hit me directly. I can't even move my arms. He's like, well, you fought valiantly today. I respect that. And so then he goes for his Tri-beam, Neon Tri-beam attack. But once he does that, he's like, fool! And so he fires off his lasers right under the ground. That part of the arena crumbles, and Tien is falling to his doom. But in Tien's last stand, he grabs the other clones, I'm just gonna call them clones or copies. Grabs the dude, and they all just fall off the edge, and he's right there with you. I love how Tien is just so calm here. He's falling to pretty much to his death, essentially. Just falling down there, and all this rubble's around, and he's just like, I am not going out. I am not leaving this ring alone. And the dude's like, no! That's not fair! I just love how calm Tien is. I understand why. This dude has been meditating. He's a master martial artist, so him kind of falling to his death, essentially, this is just his average Tuesday. Anyway, but that was pretty. So they both fall. And I love when Tien gets back and he has his eyes closed, be like, "I'm sorry, everyone." He's like, and Krill's like, "Nah, man, you good, you did well, man." He's trying to cheer him up. And Beerus at least shows. And there was this one part I forgot to mention that when Gohan and Piccolo were getting pinned down by this guy. I love Beerus is starting to learn Earth lingo. He's like, "Well, if they can't just sit there, otherwise they can't get to Earth to attack. I believe you Earthlings call this a pickle." I laughed so hard at that scene. It was like, "I believe you call this a pickle." That scene was just so funny, man. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So at the end, Beerus is like, he still doesn't recall him by his name. He says, "Well, I did like when you spoiled his surprise, when you spoiled his part and took him down with you. Nice job, whatever your name is." Because remember, at the beginning, when Krillin lost, when Krillin left, he said, "I only remember the name of winners." Oh man, I love this show, man. So, then he was like, "Oh no, what am I gonna do with him gone?" He's like, and Vegeta's like, "Well, since judging from your panic, you have no offensive moves of your own. Well then, it's time for you to die." It's like, "No!" And then the doctor shows up and he's like, "No, I finally got you! Allow me to tell you about the doctor in the fuck! They called me a doctor!" Vegeta's like, "Shut up!" And Gallagher gets them both off the ring. That scene was amazing. Oh my god, I love this episode, man. It was so awesome. It was so awesome, man. I love that scene. That scene had me dying. So, and then at the end of the episode, we get like a quick little montage of all the other guys, the rest of the team set we got for Universe 7, which also, when around the end of the episode, after the duo is eliminated, Goku remembers Jiren. We're really close, guys! We're almost there! 1 hour special is almost here, guys. I can't wait for that. That's going to be so much fun. Anyway. So anyway, guys, that is the end of my review. Overall, I'll give this week's episode a 9. Fuck, I'm going to give it a 9.5 out of 10, guys. So hope y'all enjoyed the video. Leave a like if you did, subscribe if you're new. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter if you like it. Links down in the description box below. And as always, come back for more. See you guys next time.